Okay, so first thing to address straight off the bat is the camera we got. We got a brand new camera, £600 Canon T6i. It's absolutely brilliant. It does the job perfectly. So this is the upgrade we were talking about. We've got a camera now. We've got a gaming PC. Everything's basically set up.
We'll put that link in the description because I know a lot of people are asking me on Twitter and stuff what camera you're using. So I'll put it in the description down below. Yeah, go and check it out. Fucking amazing.
So this is going to be our Q&A video. Going to go over a few comments. We got quite a bit, so we'll try and get through them. We don't want it to be too much of a long video, but we want to start doing our Q&As again. So the first question is from The Gaming Wolf, and this person says, what are your thoughts on the comics right now? After the Whisper of War, what do you predict will happen soon?
I have no idea. Obviously, when you put that comment down, this was before the big ending happened, just in this last issue, with a certain character being bit.
Well, supposedly bit.
Yeah, supposedly. We'll be doing a video on that. I just don't know. I don't know what this Whisper of War's gonna what it's going into, what the future Walking Dead is, whether we'll run into Whisperers again. Like, it's all up in the air for me. I can't predict it.
Because it's
not a
not
lot going on.
It's not officially over. You know, we still have Alpha. We still have Beta that's still alive and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily over. The comics have been, I wouldn't say they've been dead, but we've had like our iconic moments, like Carl losing his arm. We've had issue 100, which was Glenn's death. But we've not had an iconic moment, like a very iconic moment that stands out ever since. So they've got to do something really big. I mean, the Whisper War was good, but I must admit, I really was expecting more. I mean, not a lot happened, to be honest with you, but I think they're gonna make up for that. Like, something big's coming up. With the latest issue, if you did read it and you saw what happened, like I said, don't want to go too into it now because we're going to do a separate video on it. But if that is the case and it is what everyone's thinking,
it's a big change for Rick. The whole Walking Dead world's just changed.
Yeah,
I think it already has changed. Like,
but this will just push him over the limit because this will just push him. So what do I think will happen? I think big stuff is to come. I'm kind of hoping that this character is bitten because we've not really had a big character death since Glenn. So
no, yeah.
As much as I love this character, I'm on the side. Like, I'm 50-50. I like it because it's something different for once. Like a big character is actually getting a death since Glenn. Yeah. But at the same time, I do love this character. So I'm not really sure. We're gonna have to wait and see. Like I said, I can never really predict the comics.
Also, with all that what's happened in The Walking Dead, there's been so many storylines and stuff. You got to think how many more ideas does Kirkman have?
Yeah, that's a good point actually.
He always comes up with something that's like, holy crap. But you got to think of it in a way. He's always mentioned, what about Rick? He can survive the whole series. That's what he said about the TV show and the comic. So maybe we could see Rick eventually, like, he'll pass. I don't know. There's so many ways it can go. I just think there's going to be something that's just going to blow our minds. I think it'll be something we're not expecting.
Basically, they can't keep doing these groups. Basically, there's got to be a time for them to stop because they've had so many groups. They've had the Scavengers, they've had the Saviors, they've had all of those. So you know, it's got to come to an end soon. They've got to try something new.
Cheers for the question, mate. Now we've got another one, Horror Guy. He asks 3 questions here. The first one is, can you guys play The Walking Dead season 1 and 2 when you got it on our channel? Yeah, we will. We'll play it just to have it on the channel, just so it's all through. You can see our. We're not sure what to do though. Give us advice down below because we're gonna do gaming videos too. Do we both be in the video or do you want a separate playthrough for both of us? A separate playthrough does seem like a bit of a spam, but I'm not sure because I've asked people before and some people have said both of us should be in it. Some people have said that.
Basically, to sum it up, basically, would you like to see a separate playthrough of my playthrough of it and then David's playthrough of a game? Or would you like to see us both in the video?
See, I think with Telltale Games, Walking Dead, both of us can be in it.
Yeah, it depends on certain games.
It depends what game it is, I guess.
We'll address that in another video.
Overall, we will be doing season 1 and 2 on this channel.
You will.
Now, your second question is, which Kenny do you like the most? The season 1 Kenny or the season 2 Kenny? Because I love season 2 Kenny. He is a little less hot-headed than season 1, in my opinion. That's a hard choice.
I'd say season 2.
I'd say season 2. He seems more caring for Clem. He's been through more.
He's stronger.
He's stronger and he's got a fucking epic beard.
Yeah.
You know.
Sums it up pretty much.
But in season 1, he had the good moustache. But yeah, I mean.
He's just so badass in season 2 with what he went through with Carver.
He's scarred. Like, the story that the character, all he'd been through, the storylines,
he's lost everything, yeah.
It showed on him. What he'd lost his eye as well. He lost so much. He lost everything.
Yeah, you could see what he'd been through.
Which is why we're so pissed about season 3. When we actually left with him in season 2, the reason why we're so pissed off is because the character had so much potential. I mean, there's no need to put him up against Jane, in our opinion. But yeah, I mean, season 2 definitely for us. And yeah, I guess you could say season 2 is probably a little bit less hot-headed. Yeah, but he had his moments. I mean, he definitely had his moments in season 2. Yeah, fucking love Kenny. Now your third question is a bit random. Can you explain Resident Evil to me? because you never heard about it. Now this is probably a question for Morgan because he like knows everything about it.
Explaining Resident Evil 2 will be fucking long. Like, it would take longer than explaining The Walking Dead. It's got so many side plots and everything like that. But I guess the starting point is there's this group of SWAT members, okay? You have like a Bravo group and an Alpha group. One group went missing because they went to go and investigate this mansion that had reports of like undead, reports of zombies, experiments and stuff like that with a virus. So they went missing, and then the Alpha group went to go and find them, and it basically starts there. It's so hard to explain, like I said, because there's so many side plots and there's so many.
The series has gone on for so long.
The franchise is huge, yeah.
There's movies. Not the live action movies. I mean, there's animated movies that go on with the
live action movies are shit.
But maybe that can be a separate video. Maybe we can just like explain a bit of Resident Evil and stuff to people who've not heard of it other than the movie. Because the games are much better story than the movie, in our opinion. It's because the movies branch off a bit, but the game has really interesting stuff.
But if I was you,
a lot of good stuff there.
It's zombies. It's supernatural zombies. It's not like Walking Dead.
You got bioweapons. And all that,
you got bioweapons and stuff like that. But it's really, really interesting. It's so good. Like, I absolutely love it. And it's very nostalgic, especially when you read about the old games. Like, they come out in like 1996.
Yeah, if you like puzzles mixed with zombies and like twists and turns in story, you would love especially the first Resident Evil.
Yeah,
the first three are amazing.
I'd advise you to go read up on it. It is literally an incredible story. Next question is from Makefew, and this person says, "How long did it take you to grow your hair to that length?" Dave, you want to answer yours?
Well, I don't even remember the last time I actually cut my hair because I was trying to grow it for the Jesus cosplay, but it didn't grow long enough, obviously, for the contrast to get a wig. I think this long. How long? When did I last cut my hair? It's been about 2 years, exactly 2 years since it's got to this length. Because I cut it a bit really short 2 years ago around this time. So 2 years it's got down to here, but it's really thick and it's really curly. So I straighten it a bit just so it doesn't, because it goes everywhere. Otherwise, I mean, it would just go like out. It'd be a big one.
My hair grows really, really fast. So like it could take me less than a year to just grow this, and I have to keep cutting it because it just does not stop fucking growing. Like if you look back at our old live reaction videos, I advise you not to do that because they're embarrassing as shit. But my hair is like, just no.
Yeah, I actually cut his hair because I can cut hair.
Yeah,
but,
thanks to David.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but before he didn't thank me because I actually cut his hair like wrong because he wanted it a certain way. And I cut it, and then after he was like, "What have you done to me?"
I said, "Can you trim up?" And what does he go and do? He cuts it so everything's the same length. So I look like that bloke out of fucking Dumb and Dumber.
Or you made or Jadis. But you know what? The thing is, I might have done it on purpose. Or did I?
Next question comes from Caroline Keith, and she asks, "Would you rather put up with Negan's demands, like calling yourself Negan, or would you rather take your chances out on your own and not have the safety of a place to live?" Well, in the whole Negan situation, personally, what I'd do is I'd pack my shit up and I would leave. Like, I would go far away to the point where I could find a place where Negan wouldn't be. Like, they're around that general area, right? So I'd just go far away.
Think about what Dwight went through. He didn't go far enough, did he? I mean, he got caught, but think of the situation he's in now. Say if we didn't have the set of the survivors, our group, Rick and all that. Say if they wasn't even in the situation, Dwight would be stuck in the situation he is now. We see the episode previously where he saw walkers on the outside of the gates and stuff, and you're there. You're working for Negan even when you die. You're on the gate as a walker. You're outside the sanctuary. So I would just pack my bags and go because there's not really a life there. I mean, Negan.
I wouldn't let Negan touch my girl.
He keeps your life, right?
Off.
But I mean, you're not free, are you? You're not free at all.
Like I just said, you got to watch Negan mess around with your wife. Like,
yeah, exactly. Fuck that.
No, bitch. No. So to answer your question, I would rather take my chances on the road. To be honest, I would not stay with that dickhead because he prods at, like, as you can see with Dwight. Dwight's being good and he's like obeying to Negan and stuff like that, but Negan's still prodding him and trying to push him for some reason because that's what Negan is. That's what he does.
He's a bit of a bully. He's a bit of a dick. We all love him, obviously. I mean, watching the show, I mean, the character is a great character if you look at it in a different aspect. But if that was me, I'd pack up and leave. I would not stay there.
The next question comes from Richard Bishop, and he asks, What would your guys' opinion be if they didn't kill off Merle in season 3 and decided to bring him back in season 7 as Negan's right hand man? I think Daryl would lose his mind. Now that's interesting because that's basically the situation they had in season 3, but you're just basically remixing it with Negan. To be honest, I would kind of prefer that. I actually would kind of prefer that because in season 3, Glenn Mazzara had no clue what the fuck he was doing. So I feel like Merle shouldn't have been killed off anyway. To have him side with Negan would be really, really
The
cool.
only thing that I'd go against that is that they're all the way now in like they're in Virginia now. They're quite far away now.
Oh yeah, so yeah,
I don't know how it would be a bit weird in terms of the distance that they've travelled. But if you think of the story, that'd have been cool. Can you imagine if like Merle was there? Damn, that'd be harsh, wouldn't it? Considering the relationship he had with Glenn, he didn't really like him at all when he tortured him in season 3, didn't he? And all of that. Yeah, and Daryl would have been there, shot, and then. But I don't know. I don't see Merle wouldn't have stood back.
I feel like
that,
it would have been.
What I mean?
I feel like that would have been really cool to have, like, imagine you see Merle get Lucille because he's realised that this is his brother's group. That'd be really cool. And like the time from when you see him last, which was season 1, if you exclude season 3 and he was to come back in season 7, that would be a long distance. So not only would like the fans go crazy, but it'd be. I feel like that would be really, really cool. Like that would be very hard hitting.
That would have been amazing. It's like people saying how would Shane would have reacted to Negan, like if he was in the lineup. There's so many there's certain characters like that, especially Shane and Merle. Like there are two characters that I love. And if you think of them in this situation as a what if, and I know some people don't like what ifs, but if you think of it in that way, that would have been so cool. Imagine how Shane would react.
But to answer your question, I would have liked it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I would have liked it. But the only problem I would have was like what David said, is that they're in Virginia and the last time you saw him was Atlanta. Like, what's the odds of him?
The gap is a long like the gap is big.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
from season 1 to season 7 as well.
Which then you could say in that time skip, it could be more realistic that Merle's there because like time to travel and all that. But still, in that direction, it's a bit weird. So I'm not sure. It's a bit like when people say, "Will Morales turn up?" It's like of all places, that place,
especially when he was heading to like Alabama or something. Was it?
Yeah, it's just it would be a bit weird. But yeah, if Merle was there as a what if, it'd be fucking amazing. I'd love that.
Yeah. Next question is from Jer over at Miracle Films. To David, what's it like playing the role of Jesus in The Walking Dead? And to Morgan, what's it like playing the role of Carl in The Walking Dead?
I knew your question wasn't going to be serious, mate. I just knew it.
Yeah. It's quite shitty, to be honest. I have one eye.
Yeah, I guess shitty for you.
Yeah.
I ain't had much screen time.
Yeah, can't believe this, aren't I? You've had fuck all screen time, to be honest.
He will. Jesus will have more screen time.
But it's not all bad. I get an eye patch and I got a sheriff's hat, so it's not all bad. Next question's from Chris, and he says, what made you want to start YouTube? To be honest, we was watching other YouTubers like Meg Stansfield, was watching obviously Ronnie Hayes, Church Chan and all that, and we just wanted to just jump in on it. And I remember at the time, me and David used to discuss. Obviously, we didn't used to record it. We just used to discuss and go in depth, like watch it while I was watching the episode. And we thought, you know what? Why not just make a channel? Let's just make a channel and do it instead.
At first, I was terrified of the idea. I just didn't like cameras on me.
Because I said to David, we should start a channel, and he was like, yeah, we should. And I thought, because David, like I said, we discussed it in our video, in the Walker Stalker video, that he had like, he was camera shy and stuff like that, so he didn't want to be on camera or anything like that.
I still don't really like it.
Yeah, but at the time it was much worse.
Myself again, but
so I thought we was never going to go along with it. I just thought I'd pitch the idea, but we did it, and it's just gone on from there, and it's actually really, really fun. Like, I love doing it. Some people are scared to do YouTube videos, but just fucking go do it. At first, it's kind of awkward. I remember at first we couldn't really talk to the camera. I kind of felt stupid talking to the camera. It's weird because I get embarrassed at the littlest things back then, and I don't know. I had a little bit of a social phobia and all that, so I wouldn't go out, and I had a bit of problems like that, being depressed and stuff. So it was back then. It was just a completely different story. But YouTube did help. It helped. It did help with confidence. If you're thinking about making a channel, do it, because it does help your confidence. It helps in a lot of ways. Next question's from Dana, and she asks, I love your Q&A videos. When did Morgan notice Tobin was turning into a lethal badass? Now, Tobin's always been a lethal badass. Like, he's in the shadows. You don't realise him, he's never on screen, but when he's not on screen, you best bet your ass he's planning. He's planning an attack on Negan. Rick doesn't know. Right now, Rick and all that, they're looking for guns. Tobin has his own arsenal. He has rocket launchers, grenade launchers, fucking laser guns. He has shit from Back to the Future. He has everything, but you just don't know it. And that's what I love about Tobin. He's a lethal badass, but no one knows it. He's just a silent assassin. Go on. Your phone's on 2% shit. Go on. Yeah, I mean, he's always building. He's always in the background. And, at any moment, just like Hitman, you can come out with his work shirt. That's it. You're done. Moral of the story is, don't fuck with Tobin. Next question's from Sean1996, and she says, what's your opinion on Dwight? A lot of people don't like him, but he's one of my favourite characters. I totally agree. He's one of my favourite characters as well. A lot of people don't like him, and it's understandable, but he's definitely going to change. You know, he's not a bad guy at heart. He's just dealing with a
The thing
lot
is,
of
his
shit.
story
Right now.
has a lot of depth. It's not just you're a bad guy, you shot Daryl, or whatever. There's a lot more to him. We'll see that. We've been seeing it. I mean, he's slowly changing.
Yeah, he is.
Now Eugene's
He's
there.
at breaking point.
Yeah, now Eugene's there. I mean, they teased certain comic moments happening with him and Eugene. Just at the end of that episode, just standing there, it went off. They teased a lot with that. But yeah, I mean, the story has a lot of depth. I really like the character. I think he's got that iconic look. I mean, with Burn and stuff. People are wondering about him and Daryl, how they both going to have crossbows. I don't know how it's going to happen in the future.
Yeah,
Are they both going to wield crossbows, wear leather vests, and have a bite? Because it seems too similar.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what's going to go on there. We did see Daryl; he's now got another crossbow, but I don't know. It seems too the same to me.
Yeah.
Not sure.
But
what's
to
gonna
answer
go
your
on there.
question, I love the White. I think he's really good. A lot of
Yeah,
people hate
he
him,
is.
like you said, and like I said. But
People will
he's a
come
complex
to-
character.
Yeah, people will come to like him when
Yeah.
they know his full story and his reasons
And
for
with
doing
what's
things.
with what's coming up, people will definitely like him. Like he'll be forgiven.
Yeah.
Next question's from Major Ramsey. Morgan, why are you such a cunt? That's been asked that quite a lot. I don't know. It just
I
comes
can
at
give
heart.
you a million reasons.
It just comes at heart, man. You just believe and you can be a cunt too. But his serious question is: as you love Resident Evil series, do you have a favourite Resident Evil game? Yeah, Resident Evil 2. Like I love that game so much. It came out when I was like 2 years old, but I think that was like one of the first ever games I played. Ever. I was like 3 years old and I just used to mess around in it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I used to just mess around in it, and it was something that made me absolutely love the series. Like I said all the time, before Walking Dead it was Resident Evil, and I was obsessed with it, and it was because of Resident Evil 2. So that's like my favourite game of all time as well, which I might add. My favourite game of all time is Resident Evil 2.
Right, that's all of the questions. Yeah, thank you for everyone who put the question down. Just love answering them. We'll be doing another one. So if you want to be in the next Q&A, put your comments, your questions, so say down below, and we'll feature you in the next
Yeah,
one.
in
I
the
don't know
next
if we missed anyone, did we?
No,
I
we
mean,
didn't
we
miss
checked through all of them. If we did miss you, sorry.
Just put it in the next one if
just
you missed
make
it,
sure
yeah.
you put
I
it
don't
in
think we
this
did that.
video, the Q&A, or if you want to do another video, just put Q&A in the caps lock at the beginning of what you're going to write, because then we'll know.
Then we know. So thank you everyone for your questions. Hope you enjoyed the new camera. We're absolutely loving it. We're having way too much fun with it now because it's super HD.
He's turned into a selfie-obsessed prick.
It's amazing. The camera is brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. You can see every detail. But anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Leave it a like, share it around, and as always, cheers for watching.